Hi. Welcome to Minutes Education. Today we will talk about schemas. In cognitive psychology, a schema is basically a mental framework or blueprint that helps us organize and interpret information. It's the brain's way of creating shortcuts so we can make sense of new information quickly. Imagine your brain as a giant filing cabinet, and schemas are the folders that help you organize everything. Let's say you see a dog on the street. Without really thinking, your brain uses your dog schema, which you've developed from past experiences with dogs, to immediately recognize that furry friend. You know it's not a cat, a horse, or a rabbit, because your schema helps you categorize it as a dog. But schemas aren't just about identifying objects. They also help us understand how to behave in different situations. For example, when you go to a restaurant, you don't need a step-by-step manual to know what to do. You sit down, you order food, and you eat. A mental script for how things work in that context. Once formed, schemas show a certain resistance to change. This may be because letting go of a schema could cause fear and uncertainty due to the lack of sufficient ways to process incoming information. It is similar to a prejudice, which is also based on the tendency to categorize and make connections. Although schemas, once formed, show resistance to change, they are not immutable. Disconfirming experiences that do not align with the knowledge represented in the schema and recognizing inconsistencies in the schemas can prompt abandoning the old schema. If an existing schema is confronted with information that does not align with the already present knowledge in the schema, that schema can either be maintained or adjusted. Developmental psychologist Piaget called this process assimilation and accommodation. Assimilation happens when we fit new information into our existing schemas. So, if you see a new type of dog, let's say a breed you've never seen before, your brain adds that information to your dog schema. Accommodation, on the other hand, happens when new information is so different that we need to adjust our schema. For example, if you've only ever seen dogs as friendly, and suddenly one barks at you aggressively, you might have to tweak your schema to include the idea that not all dogs are friendly.